Hey Questers, and welcome to another episode of BMF, the unofficial home for all things Oculus Quest. If you've been waiting for a golf game on the Quest, then you're in luck. Cloudlands 2 just released yesterday with pretty much no fanfare. I, for one, am a huge fan of golf, both in real life and in video games, so I was very excited to check out the game and see how it played. Is Cloudlands 2 worth the green fees of $20? Let's jack in and find out. Golf is one of those games that some people love and some people hate. My wife always asks me how I can like it because it seems like such a stressful game. Cloudlands 2 fits into both of those categories. Some people will probably love it, and some people not so much, and there are definitely some things that could improve to make it a little less stressful. Before we get into it though, Cloudlands 2 is a mixture of mini golf and standard golf games. Some holes you're driving the ball down the fairway, and some you're putting over a jump and trying to avoid spinning obstacles. Fortunately, even though they do have both types, they don't mix together, which I think would have been kind of annoying. Having both types of games does make it an interesting game though. Graphically, this is a super simple game, with simple textures and simple animations. I saw one person compare it to Rec Room, which is pretty accurate, but I think it's even a little bit more simplistic. The colors, though, are very bright and vibrant, so much so that when I exited to the Oculus Hub, everything looked dull. When it comes to gameplay, it's pretty standard for a simple golf game. There are 3 clubs to choose from: a driver, wedge, and a putter. You can easily switch through them by holding the grip button and pushing the thumbstick left or right. Swinging the club does feel satisfying, and it was actually pretty accurate. I was able to slowly fine-tune my swing and how hard I was hitting the ball, and the first time I chipped the ball right next to the hole or sunk a long putt for an eagle, I have to admit I was pretty excited. The game only utilizes one controller, and you could switch between them depending on whether you are left or right-handed. The gameplay itself is a lot of fun, but the camera system could use a little work. You can push the thumbstick forward and point to where you want to teleport, or just pull the trigger and it'll recenter you on the ball. The problem is that for some reason, a lot of the time when you pull the trigger, it either centers you behind the ball, so you have to physically walk around the ball to set up your stance, or there were times when putting, it would place me on the wrong side of the ball. I'm sure that it's something that can be updated by the devs, and it's not a deal breaker, but it can be a little frustrating. As far as the game's content goes, there are a few different modes. There is a campaign mode where you play straight through all the holes in order, single player mode where you can choose either 9 or 18 holes, and you can choose which course you want to play or play random. Speaking of courses, there are 3 different 18-hole courses: an easy course, a medium course, and a hard one. The hard one is actually pretty hard. On top of the single player modes, there are also a couple of multiplayer modes. There is both local and online multiplayer. Local multiplayer has you playing a hole and then passing the headset to the next player, which is actually a unique way of adding local multiplayer to the game. Online multiplayer is just what it sounds like. I didn't get a chance to try it out because there wasn't anyone online the times I checked, but as time goes on and people get used to the game, I'm sure more will jump online to play. The last mode is a hole creator mode. This allows you to use many different parts and pieces to create either a regular golf hole or a mini golf hole. I played around with it some, and there are a ton of different pieces you can use, so I think it'll be a lot of fun if you really want to get into making your own holes. Cloudlands 2 is a very simple and basic golf game that allows you to jump in and play a few holes to scratch that golfing itch. It's not everybody's golf on the PSVR with its punchy graphics and large amount of content, but with 3 18-hole courses, a good golfing mechanic, and online multiplayer, it is still a lot of fun. If you can get used to the camera issues, or hopefully the devs can make some adjustments in a future update, and you like golf, and you've been waiting for a golf game, then Cloudlands 2 is definitely a good time. If you want to get the most out of your Quest and the best bang for your buck, then subscribe to BMF for more Quest-related content, and hit that bell icon. Plus, if you're looking for more Quest games, you can check out my other reviews here. Thanks so much for watching, and happy questing.